A Game of Pool is episode 70 of the American television anthology series The Twilight Zone. It originally aired on October 13, 1961 on CBS. According to Rod Serling, it is the story of the best pool player living and the best pool player dead. Opening narration. Plot. It is after hours at Lister's pool room in Chicago, and once more pool shark Jesse Cardiff is alone, polishing his pool game. Jesse bitterly muses that he would be considered the greatest pool player of all time, if it were not for the memory of the late Fats Brown overshadowing him. "I'd give anything to play him one game," he declares aloud. "At your service," comes a sudden voice from the corner of the room. It is indeed James Howard Brown, known to his friends as Fats, who has been dead for 15 years. But who has come from the afterlife to answer Jesse's challenge. Fats tells Jesse it is time for him to put his money where his mouth is and play a game of pool to see who the best truly is. But Fats ups the stakes. If Jesse wins, he will indeed be acknowledged as the greatest. If he loses, it means his life. Jesse is undaunted, and the ultimate high-stakes pool game begins. All throughout the game, Fats laments that Jesse has done nothing with his life but play pool. Jesse ignores Fats, convinced that he is just trying to distract him from the game. When it comes down to one final, easy shot for Jesse to win the title, Fats warns him that he does not understand the burdens that come with being the best ever. Jesse ignores him and sinks the shot. He exults in his victory. He is now the best ever. Fats's only response is to thank Jesse for beating him. Jesse is angered, declaring that Fats is a sore loser. Only years later, after he has died, does Jesse finally realize what Fats was warning him of. Jesse, as the new pool champion, is obliged to spend his afterlife defending his title, going from pool room to lonely pool room, to play against challenger after challenger, just as Fats had to do until he finally lost. Meanwhile, Fats, finally free of his obligations as champion, has gone fishing. Closing narration. Remake with alternative ending. This episode was remade in the 1980s version of The Twilight Zone, where that show's version of this episode featured S.I. Morales as Jesse Cardiff and Maury Chaykin as Fats Brown. This version used the alternate ending that George Clayton Johnson intended to use for the original version. Johnson's script originally featured an ending in which Jesse loses the game and yet finds himself still alive. Seeing this, Fats explains that he will die, as all second-raters die. "You'll be buried and forgotten without me touching you.